Welcome back to the channel. So today we will be solving this pyspark advanced interview question. So in this problem, we have been given this one input table where we have three columns, customer, start location, end location. And in the output also, we need the same customer, start location, end location. It shows that for a particular customer, we have multiple records in the input and we need to have only one record in the output, right? So let's understand what is the uh, a problem statement. So basically, for each customer, we have multiple records of start location and end location. So basically, let's say this customer C1 has started a journey. So there must be a one start location, and one end location, right? And in between, he may visit to multiple cities or places, right? So we need to find what is the start location for that particular customer, what is the end location, like from where the journey has started and where the journey ended, right? So how we can solve this question, right? So if you see here, like for the customer C1, in the output, the start location is London and the end location is New Delhi. So this is the start and this is the end over here, right? And he went through the multiple places like this, right? So by looking at this, like it is quite tricky, right? How to identify which one is start and which one is end. But if we think logically, so whenever we start a journey, let's say we want to go from A to P, right? So A to P and we go via A to B and B to Z and Z to Q and Q to P, right? So if you think here, A and P A and P start and end will only occur once. So let's say, let me write this in the tabular format. So A to B, and then we went from B to Z, and then from Z to Q, and then Q to P, right? So if you think here, this was the start, this was the end, right? So these two guys have occur only one time, right? But whichsoever was the intermediate has occurred multiple times, right? So these B has occurred two times, Z has occurred two times, Q has occurred two times, right? So can we uh, like find the pattern over here? Yes, pattern is there, right? So what we can do, we can like have this customer column and this location column, right? And we can create, we can like make a union of these two, right? And then group by on that particular column, location column, to get the count for each of them, right? Count of each of them. And wherever we have the count as one, that is are the answer, start location and the end location, right? So this is the approach that we will be using to solve this problem. The first aim would be to find unique records, right? Second, what we will do, once we know the unique record, then what we will do, we will join that particular data with the original table and get the start and end location, and then finally we can print the output, right? So I think this is quite simple to understand, right? So let's do this in Databricks notebook, then the things would be very clear, right? Okay, so here I am in my Databricks notebook. So if you can see here, like we are using the same data set. Let me run this, and this is the data frame. So instead of display, let me use so it will be easy for me to explain you, right? Okay, so this is the same data set, right? Okay, so this is the import. So first, what we will do, we will create a two data frame. First, with start location, that is like the first data frame, let me explain you. The df start location will be with column customer, comma, start location, right? And then data frame 2 will be, that is end location will be customer and end location. And then what we will do, we will union these two, right? Let me do this quickly. So we can write df start equal to df dot select column. Which column we need to select? Uh, customer comma column. What was the column name? Start location, right? So let me print this. And since we are using call over here, so we need to import that. So from pyspark.sql.functions import call, right? Let me run this, and let me grab the end location also. So this will be end, and here we can write end, right? Let me print both the data frames. So we can write df start.show and df end.show. Like the solution will be clear, like once we solve this. So just bear with me. Okay, so we have start and end location, right? So what we can do, like we can alias this, since we are doing the union, to have the same name. Okay, so we can write this as lock, that is location, right? Alias this as lock. Let me run this again. Okay, so we have location. So this is data frame 2, this is data frame 1. Now this next thing is we will perform the union, right? For union, we know that we should have the same number of column, right? So here we have, right? So we can write df union, right? Df start dot union df end. So if you have any doubt understanding this union by union all, union by name, so I have already created one video on union topic, so you can check out that, right? So that is also a famous interview question. Let me run this. So now we have start and end location at the same place. So why we are doing this? Let me explain you with a smaller example, then the things would be clear. So here we were taking this example, right? Let me change the color of pen. So we were taking the example of A, B, Z, Q, P. This was start, this was end, right? And let me write this in tabular format, then we will understand. So A to B, B to Z, Z to Q, and then Q to P, right? So this was start, this was end, right? So what we, and this was the customer. Let's say customer is C1, 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 right? So then what we are doing, we are creating two data frame, one with start, right? So A, B, Z, Q. This is C1, 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 right? And this is from start, right? And then we extracted the end also, and we are doing the union, so it will come below, right? C1, 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 and this is B, Z, Q, P, right? So this is the result of union, right? Then the next step, what we will do, we will group the data using these two columns, using customer column and this location column, customer column and location column, and then we will aggregate this and get the count of each record. So if you see here, this C1A, this is only coming one time. C1P, this is coming only one time. This one is coming one time. This one is coming one time. But if you see here, other record, this C1B, C1B, this is coming two time. This is also coming two time. C1Z and Z and C1Z, this is also coming two time. And if you can see here, Q also coming two time. So what we will do, we will filter out these duplicates record. Wherever we have duplicates, we will filter out that, and we will get this record and this record in the output. So this would be our start and end location. Then we will like identify by joining the with the original table to get the start and end location. I think this is till this point it is clear, right? So let me do this quickly. Uh, okay. Now the thing was getting the unique record. So we'll write unique equal to df union dot group by. I will write the code quickly. Okay, group by. If you are following my YouTube channel, then like writing this piece of code is cakewalk for you. Customer and then location, right? And then we will do the aggregation. So we can write dot agg count of, we will use literals. So lit one, right? We can give them alias as cn count, right? And let me print this df unique dot show. And since here we are using lit, then we need to import it, right? There is imports. Yeah, let me run this. Let me run this. Count is not defined. Okay, we need to import count also. So, let me run this again. Okay, now you can see wherever it was unique, we have only one time, and other like the via routes are two times, right? So here we can write just a filter. Filter column. We want only the wherever this is one. Let me run this again. Okay, now we have this, right? And we don't want now this cn column, right? Count column. So we can drop this. So we can write drop column cn, right? Let me run this. Awesome, right? We have only these two columns and these are the unique. So now we know that let me sort this, then we will get the idea. So we can write order by column customer, right? Okay, now let's verify our answer. Like this is not the final answer, but we will check. So if you see here, okay, where it gone? Okay, let me erase this. Okay, so if you can see here for customer one, we have two record. For customer two also we have two record. For customer three also we have two record. But out of these two, we don't know which one is start, which one is end. Here also we don't know. Here also we don't know, right? But these are the answer. Like if you see here for customer one, London and New Delhi. So if we check here also, London, New Delhi. But here we know the start and end, but here we don't know, right? So now the next step is what we can do. Next step is we can join this data frame. We can join this df unique data frame with the original data frame, with this data frame, right? We will join on customer column and with the this location column also, right? So let's see what output we'll get after joining, and then we'll check what could be the next step. So let me write that piece of code. So we can write df. Okay. So this is the join code. So what we are doing, let me explain you. I like copy pasted this just to save our time. So this is the data frame, the original data frame. This is the unique data frame, and we are joining on df.customer, right? And so if you can see here, here we have the condition like condition one and condition two or condition three. So condition two and three are this. If df.start location is equal to df unique dot location, or this, like end location. If these two, any of these two are matching and this is matching, then we should get the record, right? So let me run this, then this would be clear. So we can write df answer dot so. Okay, now you can see here this, these three columns, the initial three columns are coming from original df. These three, these one, two, three, these three are coming from the original df, and this is from the df unique, right? So now you can see here for C1, this got matched with the customer, and then we wrote this condition, right? So if this column is matching with this, या फिर this column is matching with this. So this is matching with London. Similarly, in this record, New Delhi is matching. Similarly, you can see here for this one, Kochi, Kurnool is matching, and Lucknow and Agra, this Lucknow is matching. So what could be our next step? So now we have the start and end location also, right? So what we can do next, we can have this when clause, right? We can write when otherwise statement. So wherever the start location is equal to location, like start location is equal to location, that would be the start location, right? Start location. And when this end location is equal to location, then would be end location, right? So if you can see here, the start location is equal to location. So this we can say that for C1, start location is London, right? And this is what our output also. This was our output also. Similarly, for C1, this, if uh, this one is equal to the end location, right? And you can see here New Delhi is also end location. Similarly for other. So this we can achieve using when otherwise statement. So let me write that piece of code quickly. So what we can do, we can write here only. So df answer, we will use the same. Okay, before that, let me do one thing. So if you can see here, we have multiple customer column, right? But we want only one. So what we can do here, we can drop one of them. So we can write df dot customer. Since both are same though, so we can drop any one of them. Okay, so we have only one customer column. Now, we just need to write a when statement, right? So let me do this here. So we can write df answer dot, since we need to create a new column, so we'll write uh, with column, right? So we'll write start location customer start location, right? And here we can write when this column. So whenever the start location is equal to column location, then we can say that this is a start location, right? If you have any problem understanding the when statement, let me know. I will create a video on that also. So this is done, right? This is the first one. And similarly, what we can do, we can just copy paste and write over here. So this will be the second. We can write end over here, and here also end, and here end location, right? And now let me print this. When is not defined. Okay, so let's import when. Uh, okay, yes. So now you can see here. Let me explain you. Okay, so if you can see here, we generated these two columns, right? And For this particular one, uh, this location London was equal to the start location. That's why we have start location value, and here it is null. And similarly, if you see here, let's say for Kurnool, for this one, this location was equal to the end location, right? So that's why we have a value in end location. This one is null. Now, so for getting the final answer, we just need these three columns: customer column, customer start location, customer end location. We can drop these two columns, right? Start location and end location. We don't want these two columns now. We just want, and this column also. We just want these three columns, right? So let's extract these three columns using select statement, right? So let me do that quickly. So we can write select column. We want customer column, customer. We want, let me copy paste this, start location, and column, customer, and location, right? Let me run this. So there are multiple ways to achieve this, right? You can like comment down your solution also in the description section. Okay, now we have our required output, I think. Now what we just need to do, we need to just, so this is the trick basically. Wherever we need to handle such scenario, uh, we need to select only one value and rest of the values are null. What we can do, we can just perform the group by and aggregation on these two columns. Let me do that, then things would be easy. You can see here we have two record for this customer. Here also we have two records. Here also we have two records, and we need to select out of null and Lucknow. We need Lucknow, right? We need to avoid this null. Similarly for other records also. So let me show you the trick. So we can write df final equal to df answer dot group by column customer, and we can aggregate, and we can write min or max. Anything is fine. We can write min of column thus, and we can alias this as start location. We can remove this now. Similarly, we can just copy this. As I mentioned, we can use min or max anything. So let me use max over here now, and we can just write over here end, and here also end, right? And let me run this our final piece of code. Column is not iterable. Okay, so min and max. So we need to import this. We need to tell this key take min and max from pyspark function. Min and max. This is done, and let me explain this final cell. Okay, so yes, I think we have got our required output. So Lucknow, New Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Lucknow. Sorry, London, New Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Lucknow, Kurnool. So Lucknow, London, New Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Lucknow, Kurnool. Yes, I think we have solved this problem. So I will provide the create statement right in the description section. You can check out that and try to execute these all piece of code in your system also to have a better understanding. And if you want to solve this in SQL, you can check out Ankit Bansal's YouTube channel. So there he has solved the same problem in SQL also. So yes, if you like this content, please do like, subscribe, and share the channel. And if you're new to this channel, you can check out other playlist also, right? We have DSA and SQL and pandas, all these kind of interview questions series. So let's meet in the next problem. Until then, bye.